Friday, and we try to do a little bit of kind of education on Fridays on this program and a little bit of history. And I wanted tonight to warn you and be the first to bring it to you. Do not listen to anyone like me that is telling you that religion is really important and we all have to have religion if they are also someone who is a big government progressive. Extraordinarily dangerous, because then it's just a co-opt. I want to be extraordinarily plain with you. There are good and decent people who are atheists. All it requires is self-regulation. George Washington talked about self-regulation. The best way to regulate the self, the best way to be able to have freedom is to be able to have a system that allows people to self-regulate. I happen to be a deep believer in God and a recovering alcoholic. There's no way, if it wasn't for my wife and God, sorry honey, but not in that order, I wouldn't be alive today. But the key here is small, limited government. That's what our founders believed. And they fought for, you know, the rights for people to worship God in the way of their understanding. But it's important if we're going to reorder things and get them back. What are we missing? What happened to us? Well, God was the first principle. Let's put him back into the proper place. Now, co-opting of religion by government is extraordinarily dangerous. And Kitty Wethermann is here. She grew up in Austria under Hitler and warns Americans today of the dangers of giving up our freedom. Pastor Lawrence White is the pastor at Savior Lutheran Church in Texas. And Ralph Reed is the boogeyman. And I'm going to talk to him here in a second. He is the author of a brand new book called The Confirmation. And I asked Ralph to be here. And Ralph, hang on, because I'm going to point out how dangerous you really are here in a second. But I wanted to go to Kitty and I wanted to go to Pastor here on two things. As you were flying, Kitty, you came in from one of the Dakotas, right?
South Dakota.
South Dakota, which is beautiful.
Great state.
The mountain and everything.
Yes.
It's beautiful. So South Dakota, it took you a while to get here. Pastor, you came from Houston. You flew in.
Yes.
As you were on the plane, what was the one thing that you said to yourself, I have to have the American people hear this? What was it?
We elected Hitler in Austria by 98% of the vote by means of the ballot box. The first thing what Hitler did, he gave us free radios. Then he nationalized the radio stations. And if you listen to a foreign radio station, there was death penalty. You did not turn on BBC or Switzerland. Then he looted the Jewish banks. And then he nationalized the banks. Then he nationalized our only car industry. Austria produced a little car, a little bit bigger than a Fiat.
I think we know where you're going. Does this keep you up at night?
Yes, sometimes it does. Then he nationalized education, and that literally happened overnight when I walked into my classroom and the crucifix was gone. Then he nationalized health care. We had excellent health care in Austria before Hitler. My brother-in-law would tell me it was like practicing medicine on a conveyor belt. Everybody rushed to the doctor for everything and anything. Many, many doctors left the country, including my own husband.
Okay, I have to take a break, and then I want to come back. I want to talk to you. What did you say? And then to the audience. Next.